So hello guys, today I'm gonna show you how to play Templar Prot Paladin. This is how I would spec. I don't think Hammer of Wrath is a good talent. I don't think it does anything for benefiting Protection Paladin. I'm also a change to Lightbearer because you get so much healing done when someone heals you, it spreads on others. It's really good for raiding. I don't know if it's good for Mythic Plus, but I'm gonna try it out. I would take movement speed over healing any day because Paladin has so much healing. Also, I don't like the Judgment healing. Also, I don't like Eye for an Eye. I don't think Eye for an Eye is any good. It's just a, oh, here's a DPS. We didn't think about anything else, sort of like talent. Apart from that, the only difference here is the Sacred Strength. I think it's very undertuned. You're still gonna take Divine Purpose. I think Divine Purpose in general, it should have been a strong passive instead of a talent. And then we could have a Holder Spender or more healing defensive thing we could choose from. Consecrated Ground you generally has to take because you have to kite. Literally, you have to kite so much in because you take so much damage as a Prot Paladin. Main thing you're gonna focus on when you're playing Protection Paladin as a Templar, you're always gonna hit your Hammer of Light. Hammer of Light has prior over Shield of Righteousness. When you have your Hammer of Light up, you always spam it because you get the healing done on yourself, you get an absorption shield on yourself. In general, I think Blizzard should buff Light Deliverance and nerf the damage of Hammer of Light instead. They should buff it so it's like 30 stacks instead of 60 stacks because you don't have enough haste to stack it up, so you get the defensive out of it. We got a bit nerf here, so now we have to take Blessing of Protection. We can't go straight forward down to Divine Purpose anymore. We have to go like zigzag around. I know stock system should have been good. I don't think there is a lot of dungeons that... And also there is something else you should focus on. Always, before doing your Divine Shield, you always want to do your Lay on Hand first. Because then you get your armor 30% up instead of using your Divine Shield. And you get Forbearance if you use your Lay on Hand. So it's much better to do your Lay on Hand first and then you do your Divine Shield because you get more Forbearance because you have a talent right here that you can cast it whenever. It doesn't really matter, so this Forbearance thing doesn't really matter anyway. I think in general they should just remove Forbearance for Paladins, to be honest. It's a wonky mechanic, it doesn't really do anything for Paladin in general. It's outdated. It's literally, generally I feel it's very outdated. Forbearance is very outdated. It's been with us since Classic, it doesn't really do anything. Really, when you have a talent like Revocation, you know. Also, I think Blessing of Protection should have been a 5-man CD instead of only 1-man CD. Same with Blessing of Sacrifice, should have been a 5-man CD instead of a... You know what I mean? Probably they're probably never gonna do that, but like Warrior have their battle shout, everyone gets like health. Death Knight has their anti-magic shield. I don't think Aura, Devotion Aura, is justified being like a thing, like 3% damage reduction. Wow. No one's gonna cheer for that, no one can tank. And also, if you're tanking as Paladin, you should always go into the auction house, stack up on frontline potions, buy the cheapest one, stack them up for like, you can stack them up for 100, that's like only 1k, and you get 100 defensive potions, that is 5-minute cooldown. They increase your armor and increase your maximum health for 6 seconds. Also, every second you take damage when you pull a lot. You get a lot more armor. Always stack up on frontline. It's like a defensive. It's like a... If you think about Ardent Defender, it's like an Ardent Defender but on a 5-minute cooldown. Only use that when you pull big, like for a starter pull or something. When you're about to die, you just pop your potion. Your armor potion, frontline potion. It's a really good potion. What do I think about the rework in general? I like the fact that you don't have to use a macro anymore for your Blessing of Freedom. It goes automatically on you, anyone in your party. That's great. That's really great. I wish Blizzard did a 5-man instead, so it goes on 5 people, but that would probably be OP in... like, if you're playing Protection, it feels like you don't have any group play in general. You don't really have any group play. There's no group play at all when you're playing Protection Paladin. I wish Blizzard thought more about it than they're currently doing with Protection Paladin. It's kind of dull. I can also show you why I'm taking some talents. There's one talent that is like a hidden gem for Prot Paladin at the moment. If you take your after image, it also heals a nearby ally, and I think it also crits with your Word of Glory, so it helps the healer out. And also if you take Holy Ritual, I know it's very undertuned. They nerfed it in the last second. I think it was like on the PTR 200k, and now it nerfed down like 100% nerfed, but like it's still a good thing, because when you put it heals you for like almost 78k, and when it goes away it heals you again. Look, boom, it heals. It's like a healing over time, but it's still not a healing over time, if you know what I mean. We only have one Protection Paladin. Okay, everyone is ready. Let's see. Also stats wise, I don't think it doesn't matter as much. Just go versatility, focus on getting crit up. Crit parry is really good, and block rating is really good. Also you should take inner instead of redoubt. You should take inner shield instead. Inner light. It's a really good talent. Okay, let's see. First pull here. Pull big. I would pull, and also use always spam your keys. I don't know what else there is to say. I don't think Paladin is so bad. I just think it's a learning curve. And also you need to have really good healers and really good people that knows what they are doing. That's generally Blizzard all over. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, you should probably not play Paladin. And also, I don't understand why they're Hammer of Wrath. Hammer of Wrath is not fun. It isn't. Trust me, it is not fun. And I love this hunter. He's really great. He's really great. And if you're going down below, you just use your Divine Shield here, and you heal yourself up. And you need to have someone interrupting as well, which no one is doing. Apart from that, I think Prot Paladin is really good, but it needs some more tunings, you know. Templar is really fun to play, but I feel like Vendor Shield should have like a stronger absorption, if you know what I mean. Like, you pick so much talents to have it absorb more when you do damage. Can we kill him? Thank you. Let's see. Wide beam. Not be done. I have literally nothing to say when it comes to Paladin, really. I feel like the dev team knows what they're doing to some point. It's just they need to get better at doing what they're doing, if you know what I mean. Generally, it's just free for all. Play whatever you want to play. Just don't suck at it, to be honest. and the healer is dead. That's great, that's great. The healer is dead. I don't think this is a key we're gonna time, to be honest. We can try at least. Do we have a hero? But I think Templar is more fun to play than Lightsmith is. Lightsmith feels too much bottoms to push, like. It's good, it has good cooldowns, but like, I feel like Templar is more fun as protection than it is as retribution, if you know what I mean. Like, Templar doesn't feel good as how do I say it? Templar doesn't feel good as if you play like protection paladin, it feels really good, but if you play like Templar as retribution, it feels like, I don't know, it's just Knight's Hammer feels much better to press as a pot, because you get a shield and you get an absorption and you get damage, if you know what I mean. Apart from that, I think Prot Paladin is really fun in this expansion compared to previous expansion. I just don't understand why Blizzard are focusing so hard on not getting Avenger Shield any good. If you know what I mean. Avenger Shield could be much better than it is. And also I think Light Deliverance should be buffed down to 40 or 30 or 35 maybe, so we can have more Eye of Tyre spawn. Like, it would make the class much better as protection. Also it would buff our defensive up as a Templar, and also it would make protection paladin do some damage. But it is what it is. The day Blizzard finally wakes up, the game is gonna be kinda boring as other classes. But it is what it is. Here's a big pull, okay guys? Look, I'm gonna take this and do my Eye of Tyr first, open up that. Then I do my consecration, then I do my healing. And then I just smash, and walk out for the blue. Kite adds. That's why you always walk out from your... you always be moving and stuff like that. I don't know if I can stun. Nope, it doesn't work with stuns. Okay, good to know. Always when you see someone casting a big thing on you as a protection paladin, you should always be like kiting, dropping a consecration, kiting. Sort of like. That's why I'm a big advocate for. Okay, here's our next pal. Now I just do my shield, and I stand in my shield, take no damage, and then I pop my potion here. Why the hell am I not tanking? What the fuck? That's so weird. Well, it is what it is, man. I don't understand why I didn't have aggro there. Sometimes my final stand bugs out so much. I think Blizzard should fix that, to be honest. It's very annoying. Also in Grim Batul, final stand can bug if you get in a tentacle as a tank. It has a weird X and Y scaling. I like the fact that Lay on Hand is a defensive now, but I wish it had a shorter cooldown. Every cooldown as a Prot Paladin is like 5 minutes. I feel it should be like 2 minutes at least, or shorter, if you know what I mean. Healer is not healing a lot. This is gonna be a hard key if the healer doesn't step up his healing game. apart from that, what do I think about... I don't know what to think, to be honest. Protection is protection, will always be protection. Depends on the group, to be honest. I don't think we're gonna go there. Where are we going? Okay. It's really good when you're tanking like solo ad. It's really weak when you're tanking like big small ads, like a lot of small ads. I think Prot Paladin could be much better. I think they could buff Final Stand to be like much better than it is. That you can get an absorb on all your teammates as well or something. Like Divine Shield could be much more than it is. Like Divine Shield is something I wish they would focus more on. It's a very interesting thing that you can taunt with it, then you can walk in with it. You can be like literally... Yeah, you can be like cool with it. I wish Blizzard did more with it, to be honest. Always walk out a pool. Shred armor. I don't know why the dragon miss. But it is what it is. It's great. And sometimes when you pull with your Divine Shield before popping your Divine Shield, it should taunt and keep the eggs taunt, but it doesn't do that. So weird. Really weird. This healer is not really healing at all. This boss is very simple, just interrupt when he does a cast. Also help out if you can, stun the ad if you can as a paladin. And it will be a-okay. And also avoid getting hit by that ad and interrupt. Always save your interrupt. Sit the square. Never get hit by freeze tag. If you get hit by freeze tag, you get stunned. Interrupt. Now we're gonna pull a big pull here. After the 3 ads, I think. I really hate role playing. Next pull is probably gonna be very big. Let's see if I can make it. A minor lag there. That was a good interrupt though. When people interrupt, it makes the life easier. Probably should do the percentage before that. Yep. Let's do percentage. Then we have our cooldowns up. I like the fact that lay on hand is a cooldown now. Yeah, we should have a shorter cooldown. Like 2 minutes or something. Let's do the boss and then we do the ads. Also, I don't really get the consecration. I think they should remove it to make it follow the paladin instead. If there used to be a cooldown for that way back. I think it was during the Mr. Pandaria. Or was a drama. I think it was really good back when it worked like that. But it is what it is when it comes to this stuff. That's how you tank as a protection paladin. Very simple, very easy. Here is my talent tree. Any questions you can ask. Remember to thumb up and like.